Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a highly requested video for you, which is an update on the Louis Vuitton Coussin bag. I will be talking about the wear and tear, giving you an overall review of the pros and cons, and telling you whether or not I would rebuy this bag and still recommend it. My name is Rachel. This is my YouTube channel, Rachel Went Shopping. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I talk about all things luxury, handbags, general shopping addiction, and I would love to have you as part of my little YouTube community here. I completely apologize that I have not had a video in several weeks, you guys. I do have a full-time job. I also have a 3-year-old son, and those things are obviously my priority. I love making YouTube videos, and I have so many great content ideas for you. Please subscribe. I promise you I'm going to get in a better cadence, and I will be bringing you a lot of exciting stuff, but please bear with me while I figure out the best way to manage my time and continue a consistent upload process. If you have not done so already, I highly recommend that you check out my first video, which is a Louis Vuitton Coussin bag unboxing. I talk a lot about the versatility of the bag there, as well as a price breakdown and why I was obsessed with this bag and had to have it. I got so much great feedback on that video, guys. I really appreciate all of the love, all of your comments. I enjoy reading every single one of them. One of the most popular comments though was requesting an update on the wear and tear of the bag and whether I still recommended it, whether I was using it, etc. And I apologize that it's taken me so long to get here, but we are finally here today. I wanted to get as much use out of that bag as possible. So I'm still working from home. I'm not out and about as much, which is why it took me several months here to get in as much wear as possible so that I could give you guys very accurate feedback on this bag. So I ordered this bag on February 27th, the day that it launched online, and it was delivered to me very quickly beginning of March. But I did not start using it probably for a month or two just because I wasn't going out as much. When things started really getting back to normal, I made sure that this became my daily bag and I used it as much as possible. So what I want to go over in this video are the pros and cons of this bag, basically a review of what I like about it and don't like about it so far, a wear and tear update with some up close shots of what this bag is looking like 5 months later with at least 2 to 3 months of consistent use. And then I also want to talk about some of the new colors that have been leaked into the market that are shipping now and whether or not I would still recommend this bag. All right, I'm gonna start by talking about some of the pros and cons of the bag, which I have right here. And I'm going to talk through some of the individual pieces. My nails are not done. I have been very stressed out lately. I am a total nail biter, cuticle biter. It sucks and they are gross. So I'm going to definitely put on some gloves for my up close shots or something. First, I do want to talk about the cotton strap. So I'm gonna start with some cons. I will show you an up close there of what the strap is looking like. Okay. One thing I do want to say about this strap, which I touched on in my original video, is that I think that this strap will show some pilling over time. I'm looking at it now and I don't see any pilling, but I do see some like fuzziness. I personally don't like that this is cotton. I wish that it was more of the shiny nylon that was at the multi-pochette bag. I think that this strap is really sporty and really casual. I can't say for sure that it will stand the test of time, but the good news about it is that it is completely removable. And this bag is classic. This, in my opinion, will stand the test of time. I can't think of a reason why this would go out of style, so you can always interchange the straps to something that is more relevant. But I will say off the bat, while this strap is comfortable, I aesthetically don't think that it's for everyone. It's for me. I love sporty, casual things, but I can totally understand why everybody may not like this strap. And I hope that as Louis Vuitton continues to re-release this bag in new colors and new variations, that they have more cool strap options for them. I think this one's a little basic. I don't necessarily love the material that it's made out of. There's a little bit of Ozzy's dog hair on this, but not a lot. And I do think that this is going to pill more over time. But so far, I'm not noticing a lot of wear and tear. I am noticing some fingerprints, light scratching, and a little bit of wear on the buckles here. And I will put some close-up shots while I'm talking about it there so you can see what that looks like. The leather looks fine, and then there's no other indents or anything on this strap. Then the next thing I want to talk about is the chain. So the chain also shows wear. The wear of it though is at the link friction points. I'm gonna do some zoom in here and show you exactly what the wear and tear looks like, but this is not perfect. This chain is plated with a very thin layer of that gold color, and unfortunately with friction it's going to wear. Whether or not that was preventable if they spent a little more money on it, maybe, but then I'm sure we would be spending a lot more money on it. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not a terribly picky person, but I know that's very difficult to say when you're talking about like super high-end expensive luxury items, but you really have to inspect the friction points of this chain to notice the issues. Nobody should be inspecting your chain like that. From right here looking at this chain, it looks fine. I don't see anything glaring. I see no big chips. I love it. So for me, this is not a problem. I also do feel confident that if need be, I could get this chain replaced. I could purchase a new one. I could get it repaired, whatever I need. So overall, this chain is still my favorite part of this bag. It is heavy. It is not light. That personally doesn't bother me, but I did notice when I was wearing this chain on this bag, which twice now I've worn it, this chain attached to the bag over my shoulder, and I did feel a little bit of weight. I'm not gonna lie and say that it's light. This pouch itself, you know, I don't think it's that heavy, but the chain does have a little bit of weight to it, and when I do throw it over my shoulder, it's not like unnoticeable. It's not like I'm carrying a lightweight bag. Was it enough to like give me back pain? No, but I just want to be honest with you guys that there is a little weight to this chain for sure. Wearing this chain as a necklace, I still absolutely love and stand by. I will insert a clip from a previous video of mine where I wore this as a necklace, and honestly, every time I put this on as a necklace, I re-fall in love with this bag and how much I love this chain. What I will say is, if you have sensitive skin like me, I would not recommend wearing this for a long period of time. It is going to irritate you. It does have that metal smell to it, especially if you mix sweat with that. I, for some reason, do not like the smell of metal, like coins and stuff. I don't know. Comment down below if you feel me on that. But I have noticed when I've been wearing this for a long period of time and it's hot, I can smell that metal smell, which I don't like. And, you know, I just wouldn't recommend wearing this for a long period of time because I bet you that that will speed up the tarnishing process. So a night out for dinner, adding a pop to your outfit, I really love this look. And I just, again, stand by the versatility of how you could wear this as a necklace. So I wear this bag 3 ways. I have worn it with the cotton strap, crossbody, no chain. I have worn it with just the chain, shoulder strap, and I have worn it crossbody with the cotton strap with the chain hanging underneath it. By far, the majority of the time, I am wearing this bag just crossbody with just the cotton strap. I think that this serves as a great daily bag. I think that it looks luxurious. I think that it's not just like any, you know, other canvas Louis Vuitton bag. I really like just wearing this crossbody like you see here. Okay, sorry guys, my camera died, so I'm back. All right, what I was saying was that I have worn this bag 3 ways, right? One of them is with both straps. It's a whole look, it's a whole vibe, great. Here's my complaint with this. No matter where you hook this chain, aesthetically, it makes the most sense to hook them both in the circle. I've tried it there and I've tried it just letting it hang down here as well. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter whether I'm not even doing that much. This somehow wraps there and doesn't hang properly, which just is annoying because like you want this whole cute look, like this, right? But then you're constantly having to adjust it when it falls like that. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but that annoys me about the bag. I think that's totally a con. And just so that I don't have to mess with it all the time, and just because I don't want to constantly worry about this scratching, because I definitely do have other plans of how I use this. So I just, you know, want to give it some space. I prefer to wear it without. So I would definitely say, as far as daily use, I am mainly wearing the bag as a crossbody like this with this cotton strap, okay? As far as preference between this and a more classic style like the pochette Matisse, I'm Coussin all day. I just think this bag, even though it's not the canvas, it's not the classic monogram, I feel like it is timeless and it's more me. It's my personal aesthetic. I just love it. Another con. If you look here, you see how this center one is a little wavy? I don't know how to really describe it. Honestly, I don't really zip it closed. I just leave it open, that center part, but there is a slight difficulty when zipping this closed. It's not like a big deal, but like it does get caught slightly, okay? Just a wavy, little bit of a wonky craftsmanship, I guess I would say. Again, I'm not that picky about my bag, so that doesn't drive me nuts, but I just want you to know every single thing about this bag that I have noticed to date. So versatility is still a pro. I stand by everything I said in my video. That is the #1 selling point of this bag for me, and that is the #1 reason why I think it's worth the money. Continuing with pros, if you are plus size or bigger, I am a size 16, 18. You guys know that it could be a struggle to find a crossbody that fits you comfortably. This bag fits me crossbody comfortably. The multi-pochette accessoire did not fit me that comfortably crossbody. So I love this bag. I think that it is for all sizes. If you are questioning that, I think you should definitely go try it on, but feel confident in that this looks good crossbody on a lot of body types. Another pro for me, in my opinion, is that this bag does not require a bag organizer. Unless you're very worried about getting the 𝐿𝓉'𝓈 microfiber interior dirty and you just like to cover your interiors, then I can understand why you want an organizer. But otherwise, I feel like an organizer is pointless for this bag. It is organized. That is why you have 3 compartments. So I don't think you need to waste your money on an organizer for this bag. It's set up for organization. Another pro is that I love the shape of this bag. It's got these 3 compartments, right? And it sort of shapes out like a V here, and because of the shape, it makes it super easy to hold it as a clutch, because you can grip it on the bottom, you can hold like the last 2 compartments, you can hold all 3. I just think this bag is really easy to grip and hold under your arm as a clutch. So oftentimes when I'm like standing at the register paying or whatever, I unzip it, I pull out my card, and I'm just holding it like a clutch, or I'm standing in line, I'm holding it like a clutch. And I just think it's really easy to hold as a clutch because of the shape, and I think it's very aesthetically pleasing and cool looking. Another pro about this bag, which I will get into when we look at the up close shots of the wear and tear, I don't think that this lambskin is as delicate as you would think it is. To me, it feels thick, it feels durable. I compare this to the Chanel 19 in my first video, and Chanel lambskin and me haven't mixed that well in the past. I've noticed though, like specifically on resale markets for the Chanel 19 bag in the goat skin, that it does not age well. It ends up looking really wrinkly, really thin, almost like a hefty bag, forgive me for saying that, after a lot of wear and tear. If you look at them on these resale sites, I'll try to throw up some pictures on the screen. This to me seems like a very thick, durable feeling lambskin, so I don't worry about it as much. And I think I'm gonna have to do a year and a half check-in on this bag to really tell you what's up with it. But so far, inspecting it, and I'm gonna show you up close, I don't see any major things. And I've definitely accidentally banged this against my car, and you know, a few things that made me cringe, but so far I think that this has held up well with heavy use. One of the last things that I'm gonna say about this, that I guess it's a pro if you care, but I get complimented on this bag all of the time when I'm wearing it, at least once every time I wear it. I wore this to Chanel the other day, and even the sales associate at Chanel was like, oh my god, I love your bag. Was it super difficult for you to get? And I just thought that that was pretty interesting. But I get a lot of compliments on this bag, so I think that it is eye-catching and beautiful, which is also why I bought it. But I believe one of the commenters, Amy, on my first video said she gets compliments on her bag all the time. So I just wanted to point that out. Like I said, you know, not that that's like a pro of the bag, but it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. One more con I don't want to forget to mention is I still don't like this tab, and I still think that it's weird. But what I will say, oh, also I still have the plastic on this bag. I'm totally that person that leaves plastic on my bag. Don't kill me, but definitely a culprit of that. Anyways, while this is a con because aesthetically it's unpleasing to my eye, I will say that I have not noticed it in my day-to-day wear. It's never been a thought. I will say I don't like go out of my way to put it in here. I know people say you're supposed to do. I just let this kick it up like that. It just is what it is. It's not a thought in my mind when I use this bag. I don't like it when I'm staring at it like that and it's sticking out like that, but it doesn't affect the use of the bag. All right, the lambskin, I don't see a ton of wrinkling, but I will show you up close, and I will do, you know, a lay down of it too. But I didn't notice much permanent. It wrinkles when you flex it, but then when you know, lay it flat, it pretty much goes out. So I haven't noticed any real permanent. This is the back there. You see a little bit of like pulling there maybe. I'm really just trying to nitpick it for you guys. I would say the most use is on the friction points of the hardware for sure. And then this, let's look at the bottom. Honestly, there is not a ton of wear or indents or anything. Maybe a little right there. There's the corners. I'm not seeing a lot of wear. I try to be as careful as possible with my bags, but it's not something that I can focus on constantly. There is the zipper. It's mainly just fingerprinted. This zipper, this top zipper is fine. Easy to open and close. It's the middle one that's like a little wavy for me. Overall, I think this bag has held up very well over the past 2 to 3 months of consistent use. Let's talk really quick about storage. So for storing this bag, because I've been using it daily, I do not leave this chain attached. Like I said, I'm not normally wearing this chain with the bag anymore. Like for daily use, I've just been wearing this strap, but I would suggest storing it without this chain on so that it's not leaving any indentation or anything like that. I just store it separately. And if I am putting away when this is no longer my daily use bag, I would detach both straps and fold them up and put them inside the bag and store it laying flat in its box. But that is because my closet is not built yet for all of my handbags. Okay guys, I'm going to put on my handy dandy archival gloves and do a thorough inspection for you. This is basically just so that you don't look at my bitten cuticle nails because you will not like them. But here we go. I'm going to insert a few clips now. This first clip here is of the cotton strap. You'll notice a few little marks on the leather part. I honestly think those are glue, and I'm going to try to scrape them off. You'll also notice not like major pilling, but just the cotton on the strap looks a little hairy and thready, like something that may eventually turn into pilling. You'll see some dog hair on there too, so it does collect some dust. And you'll see a little bit more of those glue spots or whatever on the leather tabs. And again, I'm gonna try to scrape them off. It does seem to be working. And then on the interior of both clasps, you will notice which is the highest friction point, where the strap connects to the bag. You'll see some scratching on the gold hardware. I also did not, shine these up or anything with, I apologize, with a cloth before I shot this, but there is some light scratching. And if you're familiar with Louis Vuitton, you will know that it does come with some slight hairline scratches, which is common. This second clip here is of the gold chain. I'll show you an overall view of the strap first, and then I will go in deeper and try to show you some of the wear on the the points where there is the most friction with wear. There's actually not a ton of hairline scratching, but again, Louis Vuitton hardware does come with some small scratches. You will notice the wear at the friction points of the chain, which again is pretty unavoidable considering this is a plated chain strap. My stance on this is like, I get it, it's a $3,500 bag and you want this to be perfect. Like, that's a lot of money. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, you're using this. It's understandable in my opinion that there's going to be scratching on the friction points. Unless you're just putting this in your closet and staring at it, there's gonna be use on it and it's very difficult to prevent. This third clip here is of the lambskin leather pouch. Starting with the hardware, I am one of those people that keeps the plastic on my hardware as long as possible. Zipper is in good shape. Stitching is in good shape. You've got the leather tab, which you can see some creasing and crinkling because that part does get, you know, rubbed up against the most. Not a lot of wrinkling on the lambskin. Again, in my opinion, this lambskin feels thick and durable and sturdy. I would almost say structured, but it's like a malleable structure. I do not have the Chanel 19 bag, so it is difficult for me to compare it exactly, but this does feel good. Look at the sides, you can see the wear where it's sort of maybe bending slightly. Okay guys, last but not least, would I recommend this bag? Would I repurchase this bag? Do I stand by everything I said in my first video? The answer is yes. I love this bag. I hope you can tell from this video how much I love it. It is my most used bag right now. It is my daily bag. I'm actually having to stop myself from purchasing another color because there's so many cute colors that I'll show you that are coming out that I don't need it. I'd rather diversify, but I love this bag. I think it is a great purchase. Personally, for me, I already mentioned I would choose this bag over the Pochette Métis, for example. If I was deciding between this and a classic flap Chanel bag, I would probably go for a classic flap Chanel bag, but I already own a classic flap, which is why I just think this is a more casual bag to add to my collection. If I'm deciding between this and the Chanel 19, I think I'm going to go with the Coussin. It's a better price, and so far, based on pictures I've seen of wear, I think that this is wearing really well. So far, that is my opinion on it. You know, I go back and forth on the Chanel 19 every day. I want it aesthetically, it's very me, it's very casual. You could wear it with a lot of everyday t-shirt, jeans, sneakers, outfits, which is why I like it. But this bag is a better price point, and to me, it's more versatile, and I can't wait to add different strap options to this. I've been using my chain in other places. I've been wearing it as a necklace. For me, this is worth every penny. I still highly recommend it. I love it. And let's take a look at some of the upcoming colorways, because if you're not into simple black, I think there are a lot of options for you coming out shortly. All right, I'm pulling up some photos on my phone from Foxy LV. If you guys are not not following Foxy LV and you love Louis Vuitton, then I don't know what you're doing, but she posts some of the best sneak peeks on Instagram. First one is this nude beige color that I think is beautiful. It comes with like a matching camel color strap. It's maybe a little more camel. It's kind of hard to tell exactly how dark it is in the picture, but it does come with gold hardware. I think this looks like a very versatile colorway. I'd love to see it in person and see if it's more nude or camel, but for me, if it's more nude, this is a great bag. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my God, do I need that? But then I was like, I don't need more gold chain because I already have a gold chain. If anything, I want something with a more unique strap or silver. Then of course, you've got these colorful ones that just came out for spring, summer. The pink one, which I touched on in my last video. When I first saw this, I loved this color pink. I do not like the purple contrast. To me, it looks a little too young. Same with the blue with the contrast, not really feeling it. I mean, this teal is striking, but with the yellow contrast, again, not really liking it. All three of these colors without the contrasting LV, I would be very into. This other image from Foxy LV is of the nude, which in this picture, it looks much more nude, which just makes me love it. And then you've got this blue color that actually the LV monogram stuff does look a little darker. It's really cute. And it has silver hardware. This gold one with the silver hardware is, I really like this. So I mentioned before with the ivory one, which is stunning, that the strap made me nervous because I would just like spill something all over it. This strap looks a little darker, but something about this bag I really like, and I like that it's the silver mixed with the gold because I'm totally a jewelry mixer. You know, I mentioned before I'd love to own this chain in silver. So this one is great. This pink, this baby pink color, so cute. I love this. If you're considering this and you love pink, I think that's a great option. So the Hong Kong exclusive Fall in Love collection, this one actually, the pink has a little bit of a shimmer or a sparkle to it, or it's iridescent. I think it's iridescent. I personally don't love the drawing on the bag. I think the strap is cute with the writing because I think you can have a little more fun with the strap, but I don't love the heart itself on the bag. This blue one is beautiful with the silver hardware, a great silver hardware option. I wonder if they'll ever release a black with the silver hardware, you know, for people who wear more silver. The pochette version of this bag, I don't love as much. It has the flap over and it comes with just the chain. If you go out a lot, if you're young or you're older and you're going out a lot and having drinks and dinner, maybe this is the bag for you, but I particularly don't think I need this bag in my collection. Let's talk about the new photos from the Resort 2022 collection. I thought these were so cool and unique with these interesting material straps. So this green one, first of all, I love this Kelly green color. It's beautiful. And I love this unique strap. This size though, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. So it's not a pochette because it doesn't have the flap over, but it does not look like the PM. So I think this is a smaller version. Maybe it's a BB, I don't know. It's a smaller than the PM version, and I think this looks stunning and useful. If you think this might be too big for you, which this holds a lot in my opinion, I would get this one instead of the pochette. I really like the 3 pouch. I know some people don't, but anyways, I love this green color. This is a beautiful bag. It's going to be hard for me not to purchase this, but I don't need it. This black and white Coussin with it looks like a nylon material or something, this chain, and it's red. I just think this is so cute. Black and white with red is such a classic color combination, but honestly, I just can't get over the black and white in general. It's beautiful, guys. I love this. It just stands out. It's still lambskin, which is luxurious. The red chain adds a little bit of like funkiness to it. I just love it. And I mentioned in my pros how easy this bag is to wear as a clutch, and I'm not really a clutch person, but I find myself holding this bag a lot like a clutch, just moving through everyday tasks, whether it's pulling out my wallet, standing at a register, whatever it is. It's really easy to carry at a clutch. The one downfall I see of this is that it has the matte black hardware on the sides, and the matte black hardware from Louis Vuitton notoriously kind of scratches and chips easily, so that'll be interesting. But I love this black and white one, and I love that green one too, guys. The last one here is this pinkish, purpley pinkish one. It almost reminds me of like Hermes Magnolia color. It again looks like it's smaller than this PM size. Maybe it's a BB. I don't know what they're gonna call it, but I think this is really cute. So I feel like I'm not, you know, in a place that I can just own a bunch of Coussin bags. This is a great bag. I love this as an everyday bag. Comment down below if you're deciding between this and another bag and I'll tell you what I think. But I love this bag. I don't think I need it in multiple colors, but I might need it in other sizes. And this smaller size, that's not the pochette, it's still a top zip, is catching my eye. So I am interested to see what they do with this. And I mentioned in my first video that I think that this might be a permanent bag in the collection. They seem to be releasing more colors, more materials, so I think more sizes make sense. And I'm curious to see where this goes. What I want though is more strap options, more timeless strap options. And then I want them to sell the straps separately because I would love to mix and match bags, and I think that is one of the funnest parts, is the versatility and getting to use this in multiple ways. So I love this bag. If you have any other questions that I didn't address, please comment down below. Thank you so much for bearing with me for how long it took me to make this video. I'm sorry that I haven't been regular on my uploading schedule. I promise I'm doing my best to schedule this stuff out for you guys, but please subscribe to my channel if you love shopping, luxury, handbag content. I really appreciate all your guys' comments, your feedback, all of my subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Should I make this thumbnail clickbaity and pretend that I don't like this bag, or should I like it?